This weekend is the Pasadena Chalk Festival, but instead of biking around and finding out, I'm walking, taking the bus, and taking the train there. I guess it's public transiting and finding out. I can't wait to see all the art. I went there last year, and it was legit mind-blowing. And see what they got in store for us this year. Instead of hopping on my bike like I usually do, I'm going old school today. Walking to the bus, riding the bus, and then taking the train all the way to the Chalk Art Festival. And sometimes it's just really nice to go at a slower pace because you see things like this that you would never notice driving or even on a bike. Like this hula hoop toy, which apparently has a bridge dedicated to it here in San Gabriel. I swear, I've passed through this neighborhood dozens of times on my walks, and I notice something new every time. I finally made it to the bus stop, and man, as I was walking here, as I was literally like right across the street right there, I saw the bus pull up. I just missed it by like 2 minutes. It kind of sucked, but then I realized, you know, what's the rush? It's a Sunday, no big deal. The next bus is in 15 minutes and I can wait for it for sure. And at least this bus stop's under this tree, which is providing some nice shade. Just can't say that about every LA bus stop, unfortunately. Especially here in the summer, man, it gets pretty brutal. When I travel, I literally take public transit everywhere in whatever country I'm in to learn about their culture and to see the different parts of their country. So, you know, why not do the same thing at home in my own communities? Alright, I finally got on the bus. I find bus rides to be super relaxing because you can just sit back and observe, see the different neighborhoods pass by you along the bus route, and I love to zone out, so that's not something I can do while I'm driving or on my bike. And yo, honestly, it just makes you feel like a character in a movie sometimes. Alright, we've made it to Pasadena. So now I'm gonna walk over to the convention center on Green Street where the Chalk Festival is. Bonjour LA, c'est Paris. Paris, Paris. Pretty cool. Such a nice day out. And it's not as warm as last year. Last year was way hot during the Chalk Festival. Here's the entrance to Castle Green, one of the oldest hotels in Pasadena, built in 1898. The hotel actually used to be twice the size and had a pedestrian bridge connected to that pillar right in front of me, over to the side of the street that I'm standing on right now, but it was demolished. I finally made it out here to Pasadena to the Chalk Festival right behind me. It's the middle of the day and it's freaking hot. Every year this festival happens in the summer and it's always like scorching out there, so I don't know how these artists are doing it. I see they got some umbrellas, but that can only do so much. The Pasadena Chalk Art Festival takes place every summer in front of the Pasadena Convention Center. Over the course of 2 days, nearly 500 artists create over 200 murals on the city's sidewalks. It's the largest art festival of its kind in the entire country. And of course, as the name states, everything is hand-drawn out of chalk. But seriously, the details on some of these murals are crazy. Like, they're so photorealistic. I don't even know how these artists do it. And even if you're not into art, you gotta admire the dedication, right? Because these folks are out here over the course of a weekend where it's 90 plus degrees both days. I've seen people with like suntans and sunburns on their back, but they're out there still making their art. And all of the funding and money raised during this festival goes towards youth arts education programs as well, which is really cool. I really enjoyed how open the event was and seeing the different art styles. I saw artists of all ages and backgrounds, like we had kids out there doing their thing, and as well as seasoned professionals. And I gotta shout out public transit as well for getting me to the event today, especially here in the city of Pasadena where there are buses and trains everywhere. I walked only about 5 minutes to get here from the train station. And you know, it's always nice to not have to deal with parking. And finally, I had to give one last shout out to this gentleman right here. Not just for his superb piano playing skills, but look at this rig he's on. I went around to the other side and I saw this e-bike, and it turns out he made a custom rig which he hauls around on his e-bike. It's even got wheels on it. It's amazing. That's a wrap on today's adventure. Thank you guys for joining me on this transit adventure journey to the Pasadena Chalk Festival. I saw some really cool stuff and I can't wait to see what's in store for next year. It's starting to get really hot and it's lunchtime, so I'm gonna grab some food and something to drink. Till the next one. Peace.